Just two adjacent girls living in a lovely world. They took a podcast train going anywhere, but kind of specifically through Austin, Texas. Yeah, hook 'em horns.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Adjacent. Today, we're going to be touching on a topic that is very important to us and we're very passionate about. And it's going to hopefully just inform and give you some idea of what other people are working with in the world. So Shelly is definitely somebody who has a lot of knowledge on this. We will be talking about profound autism because Profound Autism Day is coming up March 17th. So tell us what this movement is about, because it's a true movement.
It is. And I'm very passionate about this nonprofit. Our son with Coulter has profound autism. He is considered an individual with profound autism, which requires 24/7 care their entire lives. And that is very different than what's being portrayed on TV and in the movies and across the board. And so there's a hope for us to change the DSM and, because so many neurodiverse groups are being lumped into the autism spectrum. And so there's confusion about how do we support all of these needs. And so, but those of us living with somebody with profound autism, this is intense. And, separating and identifying the difference is very much needed. And I've known the founder of Profound Autism, Judith City, since back in the day when we volunteered with Cure Autism Now. And Cure Autism Now had a lot of pushback at that time because, we were on the profound side and the, higher functioning ADHD and Asperger neurodiversity spectrum, they did not want to be cured. But we very much wanted our kids to have, an opportunity not to hurt themselves and be able to function and engage in the community. And so I've known the founder of Profound Autism since I think Coulter and her son Jack were probably 3 and 4 at the time. And so we've watched the whole journey together. She then went and moved on to the board of Autism Speaks, and we worked together at Autism Speaks. And now she's shifting gears and is working with Profound Autism Alliance. Her daughter, Amy, went to Emory a year behind Cameron, and I know they met each other when they were at Emory. And she is the co-founder with her mom. And she also does a wonderful sibling organization because she knows what it's like to be a sibling of a brother with profound autism. And so, and then Jack, your city, is the chief inspiration officer. And Judith has always been such an incredible advocate for the entire autism neurodiverse community. But, after puberty, it became very, she could see the future more and watching Jack, really, self-injure and the level of care he was going to need the rest of his life was more, aware. She was more aware of it. And so she started sharing it and their journey. and realized that there was a huge need to kind of make this change for the autism community because, with all funding from the government, it is very limited. And when, there's so much need and we're not taking away from anybody's need at all. We understand the needs. There is a hope that we kind of focus the funding a little bit on those that have the higher need.
Right. So if you go back and listen to Sarah Swindell's interview, you'll get a glimpse into, and then the interview with Kim Stockenboy, you'll get a glimpse into what it is like to live with a child, an adult,
An adult.
with profound autism. It's very different than when somebody says, and this to me is a little offensive, but whatever, when they say they have a touch of the tism, or I'm on the spectrum, and you might be, that's fine. But if you're able to function to some degree in society and live independently, or I think there are programs that you can get supports, through, if you need that, of course. But we're talking about, these are adults who in their lifetime will not be able to live independently. Some of them have such debilitating disabilities that they are self-injurious. They injure their family members. It can be very challenging. And so I think what we're seeing is that the identifying of how they're now labeling it like different tiers of autism, and tier 3 is the profound level. And this is what profound autism is hoping, that more resources will go towards the profound autism community, because they need so much support, and their families get drained emotionally, physically, financially. It is as much as, of course, everybody loves, our friends that are on the spectrum with profound autism. It still can be a very challenging, and I hate to say it, sometimes catastrophic.
Oh no, it is. Yeah.
Ways it can be super challenging, and you're thinking long term, and you're thinking like, what happens when I pass away? Who's going to pass? Who am I passing the torch on to?
Yeah.
So many things that are, just so challenging for people working with family members, loved ones that have profound autism.
And we're so glad that there's so much press and conversations about autism. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's so wonderful. However, it has made people think that the entire community is like love on the spectrum, or the entire community is that quirky girl on this movie, or what have you. And so what happens is we go into medical professionals and go, hey, our son's on the spectrum. He's level 3. And they're like, well, where does he work? What's his talent? What is he doing? Have y'all ever thought about being on love on the spectrum or whatever? And it's like, yeah, that's not our brand of autism, that they're all different. And I really don't, and I know Judith's heart, it's not to take away from any of that.
Not at all.
We celebrated so much, and we're so grateful for like Temple Grandin and everybody, to share, and Elon Musk to openly talk about how he's on the spectrum. Yes, that's great. The word neurodiversity, I have to tell you, we are all neurodiverse. There are not two brains that are the same. Nobody's brains are the same. There is a spectrum. There's a huge
Definitely celebrating that is great. We love to
celebrate
diversity and in all forms. This is very unique and different. This is completely different than somebody who has ADHD or has been, with Asperger's, and that also, I know that those can be challenging in their own right.
Very challenging, yes. And we're not nobody's taking anything away from that, but these are humans that are self-injuring and like,
Yeah.
go check out Judith's page. She shares every emergency room visit, and it's
Yes.
heavy.
And you can find her on profoundautism.org. It's
Yes.
Profound Autism Alliance. There's ways that
Yes.
you can give. There's different activities and events that they are sponsoring and hosting. Again, in her page, on her page, it says the use of the term profound autism is about clarity, not competition.
Not competition.
Yeah. So it says people with profound autism consistently experience unique, devastating, and often unseen challenges that require solutions not only for them, but for their caregivers.
Yes.
I've seen this, firsthand with, Shelly and Adrian. They, it's hard. Like they at times have to live completely separate lives. Okay, you go out on this day, I'll go out the next day. You go to this meeting on Tuesday. I have my dentist appointment on Wednesday. So they have to get coverage all the time. And they have to be super protective of their son. And I've seen it across the board. We have so many friends who have profoundly autistic kiddos or kiddos with profound autism. But it can unfortunately sometimes feel like a life sentence. As much as you love that person in your life, it's bigger than what people see on TV with Love on the Spectrum. It's bigger than maybe, and I'm not taking anything away from what the challenges you feel. These are just very extreme challenges.
Exactly. They're completely different. I love Love on the Spectrum. I follow all of those, all of our friends on the show. I just really, it really feels like a different diagnosis, and I think it needs to be separated.
Yeah.
And so I think that would serve everybody very well, and get the support where it needs to go.
With every disability, you're going to have extreme cases, and you're like with CP, when we talk about CPATH quite a bit, you have very different, and everybody's needs are their needs, and we don't want to take away from that, but we are trying to, how can these families, their caretakers, be supported forever?
Exactly.
It's an ongoing situation, but it's so brave of you to speak up for it as a advocate. I know that you have been an incredible, loving advocate for your son, and I see it across the board. I've watched so many of our friends, Steve Full, the Stockholm Warriors, you name it, work through extremely challenging situations and making very brave decisions for their children. So this is just another path that people are looking to get these needs met. And I wish there was more room at the table for everybody to get what they need. And there are ways that we can do that together, but we want some extra funding to go to the profound autism community, because their families, this is a very challenging disability. And I think you've been such an incredible model for how to advocate for.
Oh, no. Judith is incredible. Highly recommend. Follow her on all the socials. Her and Amy are doing incredible work. Judith has a twin, Sandra, who you've met as well, Jody.
Yes.
And they're twins that were born in Seguin, Texas. So it's all related. And they're doing a national adoption of, the 17th is Profound Autism Awareness Day. And of course, she already has Texas covered because she's been, advocating here for so long. She just makes a phone call and and gets this one done. But if you live in another state, and please reach out to your legislators and acknowledge, just share the website with them, or put Judith in touch with one of your favorite legislators. They will do the work. She travels all over the country getting this, getting this acknowledged, and highly recommend following her. She's incredible. She's incredible.
Yes, and they have a great website for this event on March 17th. And basically, they're not asking much. They just want you to reach out to your legislature and, you know, just bring the awareness out about what's going on in the profound autism community, because it's highly needed.
Well, this is so smart. Their color is green. It's St. Patrick's Day. So everybody's supporting it, whether you know it or not. And so this is great. I love that they did this. Very Irish family. And so this is fantastic that they made this these choices. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Please, if you would just click on the website and check it out, that would mean so much.
Inform yourself.
Yeah. And if you want to share it, if you want to change your social media logo for a day, that would be great.
Yeah, and we want to get adjacent to change and support for our community members, and all of us are in a community together. It's called the human community.
The adjacent human community.
Yeah. Anyway, we love you guys, and let's get informed about profound autism together.
Thank you, Jody.
I love you. Texas.
Yeah.